Hey guys, we're back with more life hacks and talking about them with Lang and Lexxo. And
More horrible life hacks.
yes, more horrible life hacks. So we get to jump into a chicken one. It's a nice looking chicken. With a lot of oil apparently. With an ice cube and a napkin.
It really... I don't...
What?
After. So basically, what's happened here is you've just soaked up the oil. Like, that's the hack itself.
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay, I guess if you're a person who doesn't want oil on their chicken after you've roasted
Just don't put
it,
that much oil on the chicken when
well,
you
it might
roast
just be natural oil that comes out of the skin or something.
But that's also going to take away the crunch.
Again, if you're the kind of person who doesn't want that, doesn't want oil, you want a really sad tasting chicken, I guess that's...
Saggy bones
Yeah.
type.
I think the hack is, if you look at the integrity of the hack, is putting an ice in a napkin, it absorbs more oil than just say a plain napkin.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
if
that's the hack,
true and that's what you
then
want,
I guess that it works.
maybe, but there are so many
But I
problems.
think because we looked at the whole scenario of like, why are you ruining a perfectly good chicken?
Yeah. So I have multiple problems. Firstly, putting an ice cube in a napkin, you could instantly see that it wet the napkin, which means you're probably at risk of putting napkin on your chicken at this point. Secondly, it's an ice cube. It's going to cool down your chicken.
Yeah.
Thirdly, you're getting rid of the oil, which is actually can be quite nice. You're possibly getting rid of some flavor, and you are getting rid of that crunch if you like the crunch. I mean, I don't really care about the skin.
We all agree in a whole that doing that to a
That's-
chicken is
it
horrible.
bothers
Stupid.
But
That
if
poor chicken. I mean,
the hack
anyway,
itself
but yeah.
was an easier way of getting rid of oil, you use an ice and napkin rather than say anything else, then maybe that's a considerable... I have not tested it and haven't done any research to
I
know.
don't think in a cleaning up sense
Yeah.
it would be useful.
I just think I would just use a napkin and just dab it if I really want to eat oil or something.
I know that they do use them when in stocks to that because all the fat will stick to the ice, but I've never seen it like that, and that messes with me.
It's so
Well, maybe that's what they're trying. Maybe trying to get the fat off if you really want plain, bland chicken.
Yum.
Yeah. All right.
delicious.
See, it slides along the table.
This one's awesome.
Oh
This
yeah.
one's- this
You
one's-
could do the same thing with the tea towel. That's
This is
yeah.
one of those simple hacks that you don't think about until someone's like, "Hey, just do this," and you're like, "Holy
Yeah.
shit!"
Yeah,
It
we
works.
we learned this in food tech.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah. You didn't go to
I'm
us.
like, yeah.
Oh, and this one.
I'd hope in a plastic bag.
This one's good. Yeah. I do.
Oh.
As soon as I learned this, I've done it ever since.
Yeah.
It is the best thing.
It is a good hack to know.
Yeah.
Because
I
it's
like
like
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother
I guess
just
yeah.
rips them open and it bothers me.
so
But he's not going to change.
if you get something dropped in I guess a bottle that's hard to get out of,
Okay.
that's a way of. It seems a little bit too far fetched for me.
Yeah.
It's very specific on the scenario itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like okay, so it's good if you had this problem, you really like the bottle or whatever, and you wanted to keep it. So it's good that maybe you could look it up and have a thing. But is it an
Very
active
specific.
knowledge that you want to know beforehand? Probably not.
Yeah. No.
It's probably a thing that you'll be like, okay, I need to look at this now that I've been this.
I love also.
And you're going to
that
use it
it's-
once.
I love it also that it's the cork, because isn't the cork, it's supposed to be slightly bigger
Yeah.
than the bottle, so yeah, anyways.
Yeah, cork's not
alright.
supposed to.
So you got a blunt knife. Use the back end of a cup.
It does work.
Were you breaking the cup?
No.
You're you're just kind of using the slightly rough china of the cup
Yeah.
it doesn't hurt the cup at all.
No,
But you would be making dents in the cup.
no, because you're not going straight down. You're going side on.
You're on the
Oh.
side.
Have you not sharpened a knife before?
I've
That would dull the knife.
If you go straight down, you're going to just blunt it.
Firstly, that would
No,
dull the
no,
knife.
yeah.
Secondly, the cups are stronger than that. Cups aren't going to be affected by a knife.
Yeah. No.
yeah.
Not unless you put a lot of pressure on it.
No, but I mean, like in general, wouldn't that like be you would be chipping away at the cup. I know you start
I guess
sharpen a knife inside.
I guess on minuscule levels
Yes,
at some point
yes.
it would.
Technically, at a very, very small level, you're technically sanding it off very slowly, but it will take so long that your cup's gonna break before that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
So it does work.
Huh.
Should you maybe just have a sharpener since it's better anyway? Just
I
a
mean,
metal
but
stick. I mean,
like, it's the bottom of a cup which has been on everything, which is now on your knife, which you're
well,
gonna
that depends on
cut.
how you serve. Zach. That depends on how you put your cups.
I still wouldn't use the bottom of my cup, even if it's clean on my shelf. It's dirty now. It's all something.
Yeah.
It's on my knife,
Yeah.
and I'm cutting my vegetables for a salad. Like
sanitary.
that tomato, the bottom of that cup is now you're gonna have like.
This is fair. At that point, just have.
I mean, if
get a
you're
knife
desperate
sharpener.
to sharpen your knife and you don't have a knife sharpener, I guess have like one specific cup that you always just have like upside
This
down.
is my sharpening.
This is my knife sharpening cup. You don't drink out of this
We'll
cup.
get a, we'll
it's
get
full
a
of knives.
whetstone or something.
Okay.
This one's just obvious. Just create more storage space.
This one technically isn't a life hack because isn't that what that's kind of designed for? To hanging things up on it?
Yes,
It's
but
like-
to be fair, not a lot of people would know that.
Yeah.
Would feel like they can.
It's
hang
more
stuff
like
up
just
that.
do what the thing's designed for and you're all good. Yeah.
And so what I want to know is what is this a piece of tubing? Is this
No,
something
it-
that you use
it's
for
a-
plumbing?
it's-
Like,
It's an extender pole. You can basically just buy
Yeah.
them.
okay, so yeah, this isn't
Like
a life hack.
think like
But extender poles are pretty cool.
yeah, they are.
Just
Like we had
like-
one like you know, coat hangers for the coats. 'Cause
Yeah.
we had a wardrobe that didn't have the bar that you can hang things on. We bought one of those, extended it out until each wall tightened it, and then we had obviously things that hang on.
Nice.
I'm not sure how far I would trust it in that sense because when you put a lot of clothes on.
Well,
a
the
thing-
one we bought was specifically designed for that purpose.
Yeah, I was gonna say okay because I feel like clothes get really heavy.
Yeah, they can.
So if you already had the holes or a place where the bar's supposed to sit and you were just missing the bar, that would also be fine because then it's not going to pop off because it's still sitting in a gap.
Okay, but yeah, I
But-
don't think that's a life hack
I don't
because
think
that's
it's a
what
life
that's
hack.
for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
Should you potentially have one? Yeah. It's pretty-
should you also keep your cleaning cupboard clean? Yes.
Yeah.
That's,
Oh no, that's just too much.
that's a good hack. Like I saw this one. I'm like I kind of want to get those types of bags now because you can. I've seen them at like
Yeah.
the warehouse. I'm just like I also want to do that to my bin.
Yeah. I don't mind this. This is good. You should not be putting your recycling in your bin, but whatever.
I guess that's the recycling.
But then
bin.
you shouldn't be putting it in a bag.
I'm
We
sure
don't
there's like
bag
there's specific like recycling bags.
There
somewhere.
probably are. Okay. We'll let it slide for now. Pretend that it's okay.
But okay, well,
Do you have this problem with your yogurt?
Yeah. Do you store your yogurt like this?
Do you have marbles anymore?
No, I don't unfortunately. But marbles aren't hard to.
No, they're not. $2 store.
So that's an interesting way of making sort of
Lazy Susan.
okay.
Yeah. But I looked at it and I thought that's actually kind of interesting. I didn't like because I wouldn't use it for yogurt because I don't have yogurt. And I wouldn't use.
it in a fridge like that. But having just the idea of marbles as ball bearings like
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would
Like,
I use it like that? No.
I wouldn't use like fluorescent bulbs because I think they look like old lady.
Yeah, to be fair.
But
You could just
I
use,
like the idea and I would think on it and be like, what would I do with it instead?
I
Because
would use 2 baking dishes potentially just for an actual Lazy Susan.
yeah,
That'd be cool. 2 circular ones right in the center of your dining table.
egg carton, cut off the lid.
And put eggs in it now. I like this.
Yeah. I don't like the fact that it's egg carton because that would really bother me in like a aesthetically pleasing sense.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, one of those things had a flat lid, so it could just go on it normally. And I don't know how well it would do for things with like tomato sauce lids, the squeezy ones. I don't know if it would keep it upright.
It depended because obviously the ones that we got were like the pointy.
Yeah.
You can't stick it upside down.
Yeah,
because it doesn't
exactly.
work
So
like
I don't
that.
think it's useful enough.
Yeah.
What I want to
And
know is how
because
it
they
actually
should-
works though, because if you put enough stuff in there, wouldn't it just fall over?
No, the problem would be is if it was too light, which is when you want to be having it upside down.
Yeah.
Then it would just fall over.
Yeah, because obviously when you have like basically like a tiny amount of tomato sauce left over, you want it upside down anyway because you want it to all go to the lid so you
Yeah,
can squeeze.
exactly.
Which is what that would be useful for because obviously most of the weight is now down to the bottom and so it's going to keep it upright. But like we said, if it depends on the bottle shape. itself, and yeah.
Yeah, I think there's something else you could potentially do.
Oh, it's a mess.
Okay.
Alright. So, I've seen that one before and I really like it.
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
that. So
But I'm never going to go to the effort to do it because
Yeah,
I feel
no,
like
exactly.
it takes way too much time.
That was 4 bags that they did.
Like, and it's not hard because we have 100 bags downstairs and we have one of those things. It's just like a little cleaning class thing. But I'm not going to spend 2 hours rolling up bags.
Everybody has a bag in their house where they've just got a bag full of rubbish bags or a bag full of other bags, and it's fine. It works fine if you could just hang
works.
up.
We had like it was a long tubular fabric thing, and that you just put bags on the top and you just pull one out from the bottom. And it works because there's nothing that keeps the whole thing sort of pressured and tight. And that worked fine. But like unless you have like an OCD problem or something crazy, you do something like that.
So my thinking is, as good life hack, will I ever use it? No.
It's cool. It's nifty. It works. Am I gonna do it? No, not an easy solution.
Never gonna happen.
This is the infomercial thing. Oh my god, everything's everywhere.
Okay, alright. So this sounds like it doesn't work. Like or like it's like pretty dumb. But we do the same thing with our with some of our recipe books. And it is amazing.
I agree.
It's so good.
I agree it is a good idea because I do it with a lot of my different folders and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think it's dependent on the cupboard itself.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't fit in our cupboard, so we can't do it. And if it doesn't fit, then it doesn't work.
So my problem with this is right now we're looking at 2, right? The one on the right's got chopping boards in it. You can stack those on their side anyway. You don't need the magazine rack, and the magazine rack means it's actually more annoying because you need to pull out the rack to pull out the chopping boards because it's not quite big enough. The other one where you'd think would be more useful. So people just toss things in a cupboard, right? And then they close the door and hope that somebody else deals with it.
Yeah.
This is what I do. And that's the problem, is when you do things lazily and they pile up. The problem with this is it doesn't fix my laziness because I have to pull this out and squish them together to make them fit.
Yeah.
Whereas if I stacked them up on top of each other, it would probably be easier, lazier, so it's easier in that sense. And it would make a bit more, like, it would take more space, but ultimately this one isn't going to work and I'm going to do the same thing. And it's just going to be piled up on the
I think
like,
I think it works for people who are neat and keep things organised.
But if you need
But in the same scenario with you, if they're already neat and organised, they're already going to have a system that works just as well for them.
Yeah.
They're going to either look at this and be like, oh, that's cool, and they're going to do it, which basically won't change anything in their life because they've already had a neat, organised system, or it's just a different way of doing it.
Like I don't think I would use, for those particular types of things, a vertical space saver. I would just use a square bucket or something, like a container. I would just use a normal container and put them in there messily, but neatly because they're in a container.
Take the coat hanger, cut the coat hanger.
Take the coat hanger, mess it up, put a paper towel.
See, I think that's quite good. I quite like this because I have coat hangers at home.
Yes,
They're broken.
It's
a good use.
The issue I have with it is the coat hanger here. I don't like I want to use.
I wouldn't like the look of it.
Yeah, I would want to use something a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, like a wooden one or something.
Yeah.
But even then, I got to cut a wooden.
Yeah.
And because also it looks flimsy. Obviously, it could bend open and the thing could just come out.
Yeah.
If it's not strong enough. But I think the idea itself is really cool.
Yeah. The idea of keeping it up out of the way like that as well is quite nice,
Yeah.
rather than the ones that you get.
So
my qualm
but
is that you've got it against a wall and it's going to just be
it's going to rub against the wall a lot.
Yeah.
But you could get one really good clean wall spot right there.
That, or you can just have some things that push the coat hanger out. Or
Yeah.
But or you can have that hanging off like the end of a cupboard, so it's just free, like hanging in the wind. But either way, the idea is good. It just needs to be finished, developed further.
Yeah. It's in its development stages. Oh, I've seen this one.
know.
I love
a lot of people have seen these ones.
much.
This one.
This is the one that gets everyone hard. It's like, it works.
I sent a picture of this to my partner, and I was like, we're doing this. This is the one.
Oh no. Oh, I thought it was going to be another knife.
Nope, not quite. Almost.
These are tinfoil hacks.
Yeah, I like that one better than the knife because it's a wider lip.
Yeah.
So it's like sturdier.
Yeah, I actually agree.
But I'm not gonna have my iron in the kitchen.
And what I want to know is ironing metal.
Yeah, tinfoil would be fine. It wouldn't stick to the iron unless your iron, like if you had a nice new iron that wasn't, so irons do the metal thing where it's not water scale, but it's some kind of build up. If they have too much of the build up, I feel like then you would have problems.
Yeah. Okay.
But if you're using a new iron, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Or a clean iron, it'll be fine. I didn't.
Okay, so it's like a steamer.
Yeah, it's basically turn your frying pan or something into a steamer, which I think is a nice idea. However,
steamer when you don't have a steamer.
Yeah, it depends. Like you would have to have a deep enough frying pan to obviously fill with water.
At which point you probably just have a steamer.
Well, I don't know. I mean, we have a deep frying pan,
nice.
but we don't have a steamer. So if I really wanted,
steamer?
No, I don't like steamed vegetables. I don't like cooked vegetables. I like mine raw and wriggling.
Observe steamed vegetables.
Yeah. But yeah, if you needed steam stuff, that's an easy way of doing it, I suppose.
Garlic butter, broccoli.
This one, I would be really interested in seeing if it actually worked.
I've seen that same thing with glad wrapping as well. So if it's that easy and it works.
So it's not really an aluminium effect. Life hack. It's just sort of cover your banana top.
What?
Life hack.
Yeah, that seems to be a life hack. Because you keep your bananas for longer.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't like eating bananas apart from when they're in banana cakes and you want them to sort of go off anyway.
Yeah, you want them to be off, yeah.
So
I was about to say,
the hack there would be, don't cover them if you want them for your cakes.
Yeah. No, so you know how if you put bananas next to things, right, they go riper quicker?
Yeah.
So what happens when you want to make your bananas go off quicker? You put them next to more bananas.
Take a can?
Oh, you know what? I just thought about this.
Ooh.
The only can I can think of where I would have this can is if it was tuna or salmon.
Yeah,
which continues to smell and be gross after you have washed it out.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be doing this at all.
You could probably use a pineapple can or something.
I do like this idea because I do get really annoyed with the grater because you can't put your hand up and get all the rest of the...
but I wouldn't want to put your hand there.
But you can't, like, there are 1,000 different graters. Just get a flatboard grater.
Yeah.
Like, because then obviously it's just one side and you just clean the other.
I have thought of a good use for this. A camping grater. If you are already camping or going camping and you don't want to take your grater because it takes up more space, I would do this for camping.
But then it requires you to take a hammer and a nail.
I mean, you're going to have a hammer if you're doing tents.
I guess.
And a nail's, you can have a nail.
I mean, you can use basically anything that's basically sharp and pointy.
Yeah, pretty much.
But who doesn't have a grater in their house?
I actually do like this idea for some reason.
I don't.
Do you like this one?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I like it for camping. I would prefer just to straight up use a grater.
So do you have one of those like flat ones?
I don't like the flat ones.
The flat ones I find really annoying because you hold it and then there's nothing else that's keeping it up except your hand.
Well, we've got like 8 different graters at work, and there's so many different varieties that just because you can get a flatboard one that has just basically legs that come out like 2 little like bipod legs, so you can just grate it, and then it's still flat. There's triangle ones, square ones.
You get ones which are designed to be a box, so you lift up so the lid is the grater. And then it's got a box with it as well, so you grate it into a box. I like those ones.
I've even seen a sphere one that's round, so you sort of just grab something and you just
what?
It's kind of they're
wow.
That would be decent for testing, except I feel like my fingers would get in the way, and I would definitely.
Yeah, but
myself.
the thing
I
is,
grate myself all.
I don't like the idea of a can because
and the only can I can think of where it would be that small would be a fish can.
Yeah,
but I mean you could just use a different can. It would be fine.
Okay.
Yeah. We're all in agreement, apart from Lexxo, who thinks it's a good idea. We'll just give you all our cans from now on, and so you can always just keep grating your stuff.
This one, oh god.
Automatically a bad idea.
Yeah, guys, it's tempting, I know. Don't do it.
Yeah, not...
So many problems. Firstly, don't put your toaster sideways. It's not meant to be sideways. You are probably causing a lot of problems. If you set your house on fire because you do this, that is probably why. Second of all, you have to be very careful about when your toaster pops if you're doing that, because you are going to end up.
Yeah, they didn't show you the toasters flying out.
Yeah, they didn't seem to have done it very much either.
Yeah.
Also, you're going to get
Cheese.
No, the cheese. So you could make it so that the cheese doesn't get it if you're careful, but you're more at risk of getting the cheese everywhere.
It does work. I've tested it and it does work, but I don't recommend it. There's so much that can go wrong compared to what could go right.
Yeah.
Because heat travels up, so obviously the bottom one goes up and the next one's going to be hotter, so it's not going to be as even as you think it is. Use an oven. Much better, much easier, much safer.
Just get a little toasted sandwich maker.
Yeah. Or toast the bread,
I don't know what
put it in the microwave, and put cheese on in the microwave.
Khan has this really cool thing, which just has 2 hot plates and it just squishes things. It uses it for everything.
Yeah, we have one.
Like a George Foreman.
No,
like
it's
sort of without the grills.
Without the grills.
It's like a sandwich cook. It's a flat bread.
I use it for everything.
Oh, like a panini press.
We got one downstairs. We use it all the time.
Use it for everything. Yeah. And this one's broken, so I really didn't get it.
No. Yeah, like so much easier. Don't stick a toaster sideways unless it's specifically designed to be put sideways, which I haven't seen one yet.
Yeah, don't do it. You probably can just get ones.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's one that's designed to be sideways, but until there is, don't stick an ordinary toaster sideways. Easy way of storing pasta.
I like it.
I like this one more than the Pringles.
I like it.
It looks
better.
You can
see it.
This is true. I didn't really like the Pringles because it was.
It was obviously a Pringle thing, and depending on the size.
Oh my god! Imagine just wanting to grab some Pringles and being sad because it's pasta. It's like, hey, is this cookies or sewing equipment? Who knows?
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
I like this one. I think it's a good hack.
Good way to reuse.
Because trying to find it, like we said with the Pringles one, trying to find a proper long pasta container.
Yeah. So I do have a long pasta container. The problem is it's very annoying to clean because it's in 2 parts. So to be fair,
bottles.
Yeah, and it depends where you put them. I mean,
bottles
get oily.
Bottles, the plastic bottles are cheap. They're adjustable size-wise, so depending on how tall your pasta is, you can obviously extend it.
What?
I thought he was gonna suck it or.
Oh, actually, hang on. I don't know.
Still not a life hack. Unless the goal was to get Nutella into a banana, and then the life hack itself was to use a straw. Then I guess that would be the hack.
Do people use banana with peanut butter more? Is that a thing?
I don't eat banana with anything.
Oh yeah, peanut butter on toast with some bananas.
Yeah, because I feel like if you were eating this as a product, it would be cool to put it inside, but I don't know.
I liked your idea of freezing it before.
I thought it was going to be frozen, like more of a popsicle.
But the concept to me is entirely one I've never seen before. It's new. I'm like, why would you? Ew. I feel like it'd just be easier to slice the banana and have it on with Nutella, dip it in Nutella or something.
So this one has more of a specific problem for me. So I like chocolate.
You open your bananas the purely way.
So I like chocolate, but I don't like chocolate flavored things. Like hazelnut spread is kind of okay, but typically I don't like chocolate flavored things. Bananas, I have the exact opposite problem. I love banana flavored things and I hate real bananas. So this is a combination that just does not work for me because it's a chocolate flavored thing
with
real banana.
So what we need to do is get a banana flavored thing with chocolate.
Banana, I don't know how banana chocolate would taste.
How about this? How about we open a banana using that life hack from before?
No, we don't do that.
We fill it with chocolate and then we give it to you.
We can just get a fondue fountain and just like melted chocolate.
Yeah.
Those are nice. Again, I feel like a lot easier ways of doing it. I mean, it's not something I've really seen before. I'm not going to beg because I've never tried it. I like Nutella. I don't like bananas. Apart from, like, I don't like bananas like you. I don't like straight bananas, but I like banana flavored things like banana cake and stuff.
Which is funny because banana cake uses real bananas. It's not even banana flavoring. But I love banana cake. Banana cake's the best.
Right, we've seen this one before. Same things.
Except this one, he needs tape.
Yeah. I guess if you have a smaller, what do you call them, ball clips?
Ball clips, yeah.
If you had a smaller one, then I guess you need tape. But I like they use forks instead of spoons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Much better.
But at that point, you can just use.
Same as before though. Get tongs.
Yeah. I think I know what this next one is. Yeah, I think I've seen it before.
This one bothers me.
But it's, I just peel it and cut it. It's faster.
That would take a lot of time.
Yeah, you just be like.
And a needle.
Yeah.
Which is quite small. And like if you're having a slightly less ripe banana, it's not going to go through as well. And you're using a needle and you're gunking up a needle.
I could peel and slice a banana in maybe 20 seconds. Or maybe 10 if I really wanted to be fast about it. That is fiddly and picky.
I can deal with a banana in 2 seconds, but it'll end up on the roof because I don't care about bananas.
You gotta use that needle hack and then you gotta open it with that new life hack. Alright guys, we're just going to end this video here. It's going to continue into the other part, the 3-part mini series of those life hacks. So,
are they actually useful? Who knows?
Our opinions. So watch us for those ones. See ya.
Hacks.